Spicy goat meat, otherwise known in Nigeria as asun. Now, have you ever wondered what it would taste like if you mixed in asun with pasta? In this recipe, I'll show you how. So I'm going to start by prepping my vegetables. I've got one brown onion, half of it I'm going to use for my pepper blend and half of it I sliced up, and I'm going to use that to season my goat meat. Then I've got one Romano pepper that I've sliced up. This is going to go into my blender. I've got at least one Scotch bonnet, and this is going to go into my blender. And then I also chop up another bell pepper, and this is going to be used as garnish later on. So here I've got my clean goat meat. I'm adding in that sliced onion. I'm adding a beef stock cube and seasoning it further with some garlic granules and some salt and pepper. And then I'm just going to cover it and let it steam on a low temperature for about 20 minutes. Separately, I'm going to start making my pepper mix. Now, if you're not new to this channel, you should now be able to make pepper mix in your sleep. Here is a rough pepper mix, and this is the kind of pepper mix that you want to use for a recipe such as asun. If we're making stew, then you'll want something a bit more smooth. On the side, I'm taking out my goat meat, which I have allowed to steam and cook through, and I'm just going to chuck it in the oven to cook further. Now, starting to bring everything together, I've got my wok, added a bit of oil, and I'm going to start by cooking down my pepper mix. I season it with a Maggi cube, and I also add in some of the stock from the goat meat that we just steamed. You can add some all-purpose or salt to taste if one Maggi cube wasn't enough. Here I've got the goat meat now out of the oven and looking delicious, and I'm just going to chop this into cubes. Now, this is the sort of step that you'd usually make just to make asun. You know, you chuck it in that pepper sauce and that is your asun. You know, you garnish it with some bell pepper. But of course, we're taking it one step further here because we are adding in the pasta. So now I start to add in my pasta bit by bit, and I just toss it all together into that delicious peppered goat meat. And look how delicious this looks. I'm actually salivating looking at it and remembering how tasty it was. If you like this recipe, please remember to comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.